Now, the government has announced another ambitious plan to help transform the country following the COVID-19 pandemic that has affected the economy. The Minister for Finance announced that the government will soon launch a 100 billion cedi initiative known as the COVID-19 Alleviation and Revitalization of Enterprises Support Scheme to help the country recover from the economic shocks brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. The 42-month scheme, christened Ghana Cares Obatampa, is to transform the economy towards a massive socio-economic development post-coronavirus.
Mr. Speaker, the virus has laid bare our vulnerabilities as a world, as nations, as households, and as individuals. As at yesterday, Wednesday, 22nd July 2020, 622,725 persons had sadly succumbed to this virus, and 50,240,290 had been infected across the world. Mr. Speaker, even before we fully grasp the impact of the COVID-19 outbreak, our immediate concerns were on protecting lives and preserving livelihoods of our people. The President moved swiftly with a 100 million preparedness plan, which was prescient and laid the foundation to implement measures to save lives and safeguard economic activities by improving citizens' access to essential public services and helping businesses weather the downturn. Mr. Speaker, thus far, the health consequences of the COVID-19 outbreak in Ghana has not been as devastating as in other countries. Sadly, as of yesterday, 22nd July 2020, 153 Ghanaians had succumbed to the virus. May their souls, Mr. Speaker, rest in peace. We have since March recorded 29,672 cases with 26,090 recoveries, which puts the number of active cases at 3,429. This has largely been due to the fact that government has shown a leadership of conviction that has been decisive, swift, innovative, compassionate in the management of the crisis, and also because our health professionals nationwide have been heroic in handling the pandemic. Mr. Speaker, the pandemic has also brought to the fore the structural gaps in our health delivery system. That is why, with urgency, we have already begun to mount an effective, coordinated, and sustainable long-term response to the health needs of the people. Under the Agenda 111, previously Agenda 88 initiative of His Excellency the President for Hospitals, we will design, build, equip, and staff new hospitals in every district without one, and a new regional hospital in every region with none. This demonstrates government's commitment to protect the lives of Ghanaians. The President has declared that all the district hospitals will be designed and built by Ghanaians, built companies, and will lay the foundation for the launch of the nationwide housing program, God willing, in his second term. Mr. Speaker, these will all be designed by Ghanaians and built by Ghanaian companies. And these construction companies will then have the solid foundation for the launch of also a nationwide housing program, God willing, in the President's second term. Mr. Speaker, we must not and will not be daunted by this extraordinary crisis. Government will continue to do what it has to do to protect lives and support livelihoods through compassionate, competent, and courageous leadership. We have accepted that this pandemic and its effects are unparalleled in the annals of our country and indeed globally. We have accepted that until a vaccine is found, we have no choice but to rearrange our lifestyle in order to protect lives and promote livelihoods. It requires a marshalling of unprecedented resources to contend with the pandemic and its effects on Ghanaians. And Mr. Speaker, this government is up to this task. Mr. Speaker, the predicted long-lasting effect of this pandemic amidst systemic shifts and uncertainties suggests 2020 and beyond will be very challenging. Ghana will therefore need a continuity of courageous, compassionate, and competent government with a well-crafted government. Ghana will therefore need the continuity of courageous, compassionate, and competent government with a well-crafted program to protect the lives of Ghanaians, safeguard jobs, and support businesses to sustain operations during this period, and especially in the 4 years ahead. This can only be possible with competent economic management of the economy, and we being at the helm. Mr. Speaker, we have proven over and over again that we are better managers of the economy. Together, we took Ghana out of havoc and placed it amongst lower middle-income countries within a decade. Together, we recovered and revitalized a critically weakened economy, and today, we can now attract renowned global automobile companies in just 3 years of returning into office.
You can trust us here on this platform to give you the breakdown as it goes and have the discussions that will be thought-provoking, that will lead you to making informed decisions. But of course, like I said, we'll be going on the ground to get some reactions. You've seen what the minority has to say. You didn't expect anything less. I have here in studio my colleague Winston Amwa, who is deputy head of our political desk. We look at what was said today in view of the challenges, in view of the opportunities that these challenges present, and look at the way forward. Winston, it's good to have you. Good afternoon to you. I think that everybody will be talking about the electricity and the water bill, you know, the rebates in electricity and water bill payments going forward. But I'm wondering what jumped at you. What are the highlights of this review for you?
Well, good afternoon, Gifted. Well, it's you know, exciting that you have those who are lifeline customers when it comes to electricity being given free electricity for 6 months. For me, that's very important.